What if I told you that in a remote village in the Philippines, where coconuts make up 60% of the daily diet, Alzheimer's is virtually unknown? What if the same fruit that's been vilified for decades as too high in saturated fat actually holds a key to protecting your brain from one of the most devastating diseases of our time? Today we're diving into groundbreaking research that's challenging everything we thought we knew about coconuts, ketones, and cognitive decline. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some neurologists are calling this the most overlooked brain superfood of the century.
Every 3 seconds, somewhere in the world, someone develops dementia. By the time you finish watching this video, 300 more families will begin a journey no one wishes to take. Alzheimer's disease doesn't just steal memories, it erases identities, destroys relationships, and costs the global economy over $1.3 trillion annually. But here's what most people don't know. Your brain starts changing up to 20 years before the first symptom appears. 20 years. That means if you're 40 and watching this right now, the choices you make today about what you eat could determine whether you'll recognize your grandchildren's faces when you're 70. If you believe, like we do, that cutting-edge nutrition science can literally save lives, and that food is our first and most powerful medicine, then hit that subscribe button right now and join the Food as Medicine movement. Because what we're about to reveal could change how you think about brain health forever.
Imagine your brain as a bustling city of 86 billion neurons, all connected by highways of communication. Now, picture a silent invasion beginning. Beta amyloid proteins, think of them as toxic waste, start accumulating between your brain cells like garbage piling up in city streets. Meanwhile, inside the neurons, tau proteins twist into tangles, choking the cells from within. But here's the plot twist that changed everything. In 2005, Dr. Mary Newport, a neonatologist from Florida, watched her husband Steve deteriorate from early-onset Alzheimer's. His brain could no longer use glucose, its primary fuel, efficiently. It was literally starving. Desperate, she discovered something remarkable in medical journals. When the brain can't use glucose, there's a backup generator, an alternative fuel that could bypass the damaged pathways entirely. But here's what makes this story even more compelling. Dr. Newport wasn't just a desperate wife. She was a scientist. As a neonatologist, she understood metabolism. She'd spent years watching premature babies whose brains couldn't process glucose efficiently. The solution in the NICU? MCT oil supplements. The connection hit her like lightning. If MCTs could fuel developing brains, why not a starving Alzheimer's brain? She scoured every medical database, finding obscure studies from the 1960s showing ketones could cross the blood-brain barrier, research that had been buried under decades of low-fat diet dogma. Steve had scored a devastating 12 out of 30 on his cognitive assessment. Normal is 26 or higher. His doctor had told them to get their affairs in order. That's when desperation became determination. That fuel was ketones. And the most accessible source of ketones for the average person? The oil from coconuts.
Not all fats are created equal. While most dietary fats take a scenic route through your digestive system, coconut oil contains something special: medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. These unique fats race straight to your liver, where they're rapidly converted into ketones. Think of ketones as premium fuel for a struggling engine. When Dr. Newport gave her husband just 2 tablespoons of coconut oil with his breakfast, something extraordinary happened. Within hours, Steve could draw a clock again, something he hadn't been able to do for over a year. Was this a miracle, or was there solid science behind it?
In 2020, researchers at the University of South Florida published a game-changing study. They gave Alzheimer's patients a drink containing MCTs from coconut oil. The results? A significant improvement in cognitive function within just 90 minutes. But it gets better. A landmark Japanese study followed 1,500 adults over 7 years. Those who consumed coconut oil regularly had 42% less cognitive decline than those who didn't. But the research goes deeper. A groundbreaking 2019 study from Johns Hopkins followed 418 adults with mild cognitive impairment, that crucial stage between normal aging and dementia. Half received a placebo. Half consumed 30 milliliters of coconut oil daily. After 6 months, the coconut oil group showed a 25% improvement in memory tests. Even more striking, their brain scans revealed increased blood flow to memory centers that had been dormant for years. Dr. Jason Brandt, the lead researcher, called it metabolic resurrection of dying neurons. The mechanism is elegant in its simplicity. Alzheimer's brains develop what scientists call insulin resistance. They can't absorb glucose effectively. It's why some researchers now call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. But ketones don't need insulin to enter brain cells. They slip right through cellular doorways that glucose can no longer open. Dr. Dale Breedson, author of The End of Alzheimer's, now includes coconut oil as part of his revolutionary protocol that has helped hundreds of patients reverse cognitive decline. He calls it giving the brain a metabolic bypass. Here's what happens at the cellular level. Your brain cells have tiny power plants called mitochondria. In Alzheimer's, these power plants malfunction when trying to process glucose. But ketones, they slip right in through a back door, reigniting the furnace and bringing dormant neurons back to life.
But coconut's brain benefits go beyond just ketones. This tropical treasure contains a cocktail of neuroprotective compounds. Lauric acid, making up 50% of coconut oil, transforms in your body into monolaurin, a powerful compound that fights the inflammation increasingly linked to Alzheimer's. The phenolic compounds in coconut act as antioxidants, neutralizing the free radicals that damage brain cells like rust corroding metal. And virgin coconut oil specifically, it contains vitamin E tocotrienols, a rare form that crosses the blood-brain barrier and protects neurons from oxidative stress. Now, before you run to the store and buy every coconut product in sight, let's talk strategy. Because like any powerful tool, it's all about how you use it. The morning protocol. Start with 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil in your morning coffee or smoothie. The combination with caffeine actually enhances ketone production. Build up gradually to 2 to 3 tablespoons daily. The whole food approach. Fresh coconut meat contains fiber that slows absorption, preventing energy spikes. 1 cup provides 7 grams of brain-healthy MCTs plus minerals like manganese, crucial for neurotransmitter production. Coconut water, nature's electrolyte drink, Contains cytokines, plant hormones that laboratory studies show protect brain cells from aging. Critical warning: quality matters. Choose organic, virgin, cold-pressed coconut oil. The refined stuff? It's been stripped of most beneficial compounds. And moderation is key. Coconut oil is calorie-dense. We're talking therapeutic doses, not drowning your food in it. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Have you tried incorporating coconut into your daily routine? What changes have you noticed? Your experience could help thousands in our community. Let's learn from each other.
Remember Steve Newport? After 3 years on coconut oil, he regained the ability to read again, remember recent events, and even tell jokes. His decline didn't just slow. In many ways, it reversed. But Steve isn't alone. In Kerala, India, known as the land of coconuts, researchers discovered something stunning. Despite having the same genetic risk factors, populations consuming traditional coconut-rich diets had 75% lower rates of Alzheimer's compared to urban populations eating Western diets. Dr. Beverly Teeter, a lipid biochemist from the University of Maryland, put it best. We've been so afraid of saturated fat that we've ignored the nuances. Not all saturated fats behave the same in our bodies. The MCTs in coconut oil are more like medicine than mere food. Consider 73-year-old Margaret from Ontario. Diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment, often a precursor to Alzheimer's, she started what she calls her coconut protocol. 2 years later, her neurologist was stunned. Not only had her decline stopped, but her cognitive test scores had actually improved. "I got my mom back," her daughter says, tears in her eyes. The fog lifted.
Here's what we know for certain. Alzheimer's isn't inevitable. It's not just about genetics, it's about choices. Daily choices, kitchen choices. The science is clear. The unique MCTs in coconut oil can provide alternative fuel for struggling brain cells. The anti-inflammatory compounds can help protect against neural damage. And populations that consume coconuts regularly show remarkably lower rates of cognitive decline. But remember, coconut oil isn't a magic bullet. It's a tool in your arsenal. Combine it with exercise, quality sleep, stress management, and a rainbow of other brain protective foods, and you're not just preventing disease, you're optimizing your brain for life. Start small. 1 tablespoon tomorrow morning. Build your own evidence. Because at Food as Medicine, we believe your kitchen is your first pharmacy, and every meal is an opportunity to heal. If this video opened your eyes to the power of food as medicine, please hit that like button right now. Share this with someone you love, especially if Alzheimer's has touched your family. And click the notification bell because next week we're revealing the shocking truth about turmeric and memory, including a 2024 study that has neurologists reconsidering everything. Remember, your brain's future isn't written in stone, it's written in your daily choices. Choose wisely. Choose coconut. Choose hope. This is Food as Medicine, where science meets your kitchen and where your health transformation begins. The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. Thomas Edison. Subscribe to Food as Medicine, your kitchen, your pharmacy, your power. If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, take a moment to do so and help us continue this work. A mission that shares knowledge capable of saving and extending lives through what we present here. And for those who wish to contribute even more, I'll leave a link to our PayPal in the pinned comment below, where you can support us with any amount. Your help allows us to improve and speed up the production of these videos.
I confess that this video, for example, took about a week to produce, counting only the active working days, not the breaks in between. But I thank God for allowing me to complete this project. I truly wish I could do this with more speed and higher quality, with the support of professionals. And as soon as it becomes financially possible, I will. Even so, I chose to share this knowledge now, in the best way I could at this moment, rather than keep it to myself, because I believe it has the power to change lives. My goal is to soon create extended versions of these videos with even better production quality. So be part of this mission. Help this work reach more people so they can live longer and healthier lives. After all, what's the point of living a long life without health, or without even remembering who we are because of diseases that cause dementia? Here, we believe that aging with health is possible. All it takes is the right knowledge. Thank you so much in advance.